Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Brennan and today I bring you a video on an altered item that I make for the Altenew Finals Level 2 challenge. I use re-inker boxes. Now the first re-inker I just bought one set which is 4 and it came in a small box and I thought that's how I'd store all my re-inkers. Just recently there was a sale on re-inkers and I bought a whole load of them and they sent it to me in a larger box, which meant it would be too much to store just 4 re-inkers in a larger box. Instead, I decided to use the boxes for my altered art project. And I stored my re-inkers in these acrylic boxes or acrylic containers, and I put little dividers to show what ink colors they are. Most of it I have 4, but some of it I have 3 only because it was out of stock. I keep track of it by making a note on my swatches. If I put an R at the top of the swatch, it means I've got the whole set. And some of it, I couldn't get the whole set, so I just put the R next to the color to indicate a re-inker is available. So I know next time when there's a sale, what re-inkers to get. I think it's a system that works for most of my inks that I have. So what I do is I start with the box and I peel back the flaps. So I'm not going to use the box in the traditional fashion, which means I'm not going to use it on the side, but I want to make an opening on the top so I can stand the boxes vertically and use the slot at the top to store my watercolor brush markers. So first thing I do is I cut the flaps off, put some PVA glue, attach them. That's as basic as it is, but it takes a little bit of time because you need the glue to dry in between. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press the notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. I'm going to leave you with some music now and I'll catch you later. Now to make a base for the storage solution, for the 4 boxes to sit on, I used the backing of some old watercolor block. This one is the Canson block. It's quite thick, it's like chipboard. I measure it with some extra space around it to give it a little bit more stability. The extra space around the base will provide a little bit more sturdiness to structure, especially when all the watercolor brush markers are inserted into the individual 4 boxes. I decorate the base with some pattern paper. This is a swatch of the watercolor brush markers that I already had. Though initially I had bought only 2 sets of watercolor brush markers and I bought 2 sets of watercolor refills, I got them when they were on the sale, which is why I didn't get all the brush markers at the same time. And I wasn't sure if I was the person who would be coloring using the brush markers or just using them with a separate brush. But after using the brush markers, I realized I really do like them, and I guess I wanted to get all 4 sets. So recently there was a sale and I got the 3rd set, And then after that, there was another sale and I got the 4th set as well. So I do have all 4 sets, which is the motivation to get a storage solution to keep all 4 sets together with a swatch as well. I do like to have swatches with all the colors I use, as you've seen if you've followed my videos. So I stick these swatches against the individual boxes lengthwise. I do that and then I change my mind. Because once I put, well, I still use them, but instead of just putting them, I peel them out and I use a handheld punch and I punch out each color against, and I stick it onto the top cap of each watercolor brush marker. So in the final version, when I complete this, you will see a little hole in each of the colors. So I punched color from each of the strips for each of the colors, and then I put a white card behind it before I stick it back onto the storage solution, which is the 4 box attached. And then I put their little punched out tiny flowers onto the cap of each of the watercolor brush markers. I think it looks really pretty because you can easily pick out the color you want from each of those sets. And because it's watercolor markers and you can get water, etc., I end up putting glossy accents on top of each of the tiny swatch flowers on the top of the covers, so that it doesn't get smudged with water. And I also put a sheen of plastic against the swatches. Again, as I'm handling it, water doesn't mess it up. I wanted to protect the watercolor brush marker storage solution that I created so it lasts as long as possible by kind of waterproofing it, not only the swatches at the top of each cap, but also the swatch at the side. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and do press the notification bell when you subscribe so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. Do head over to my blog, and the link to the blog is in the description below, where we will see pictures of my creation of these storage solution as well as links to the products I've used. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope this gives you inspiration to create space saver crafting solutions in your craft space. Take care.